Madness on bikes. Hilarious cyclist fails that you must see. All cyclists memorize a mantra that's far more important than sock height and crisp tan lines. Keep the rubber side down. Whether novice or pro, we all fall victim to crashes, bumps, and bruises from time to time. This can be self-inflicted or circumstantial. And in your moment of pain, you can be sure that someone will likely capture the embarrassing fail in some capacity and post your failure for the world to see. God bless the 21st century. The following cyclists need to study up because somewhere down the road, something went wrong and we couldn't enjoy it more. So here, we've got our top favorite funny bike videos from around the internet universe. Okay, mostly YouTube. This is cycling at its best, its worst, and its most amazingest. But before we go ahead and laugh it all out, be sure to hit those like and subscribe buttons and ring the bell to get not only the freshest videos always, but also the best. This is Best of 10s. When Duty Calls. Coming in first place isn't all it's cracked up to be, particularly if you ask this cyclist who stopped to poop during a race. According to Deadspin, rider Tom Dumoulin led his Giro d'Italia competitors halfway through the 16th stage, when the overwhelming urge to do number 2 forced him off the road and into a nearby field to relieve himself. Call it embarrassing. It is. Facepalm your way through it. We are. Or whatever. But we totally get it. Sure, Dumoulin's mind probably told him it wasn't exactly the best time to poop. But hey, what are you going to do? When nature calls, it expects to be answered no matter where you are or what you're doing. A perfect throw. No such list would be complete without the famous bike park trick Bradley Wiggins pulled out of his sleeve at the 2013 Giro del Trentino. He couldn't have done that if he tried. Honestly, this is why Wiggins is so good. Wiggins angrily throws his bike, and his bike lands with style. Superman on bike. The Daphne Fixed Bicycle Company uploaded a video of team rider Michael Guerra taking a unique approach to a downhill section of a ride by taking his feet off the pedals of his bike and extending his entire body off the bike frame parallel to the ground, a la Superman. Since being uploaded, the video has been viewed over 78,000 times, with many commenters amazed at how aerodynamic Guerra apparently makes himself with the maneuver, and others impressed that he was able to clip his feet back into his fixed gear bike while the pedals were spinning so fast. If the stunt seems like a bit of a fluke, it's not. Guerra originally went viral for doing a similar stunt way back. In fact, riding his bike in a Superman position seems to be somewhat of a passion for Guerra, one that he doesn't just limit to paved roads. Wait for it. The dust clouds. Aw man, the dust cloud. Flop. Warning, too cute to handle. If flopping was a thing in pro cycling, this kid would have a promising future career. We only hope this little shredder is okay, and somebody needs to take him out for ice cream after that spill. Downstairs pinball. Stairs are difficult sometimes, especially with bikes. This woman learned this the hard way as she lost her footing and pinballed in an alley before slamming into a wall. Bike rolling fail. Just like it takes time to get used to clipping in, this guy may have wanted to try his first time with rollers not clipped in to get used to it. Hopefully, that walk of shame afterwards was to the kitchen for some ice. Mythbusters Facebusters. You would think the cast of Mythbusters would have a solid grasp on physics, but accident-prone Tori Bellecci seems to ignore any semblance of caution on a regular basis. Pro tip: don't try to jump a wagon with a Red Beach cruiser. It does make for some great television though. Clip in, clip out. Speaking of clipping in, we couldn't forget to include at least one video of someone learning how to use cleats. It can be tough at first, but eventually, you will get it. Eventually. Bye, wheelie! A proper wheelie is always a crowd pleaser. Just ask Peter Sagan. This unlucky cyclist pops an impressive wheelie, only to see his front wheel ride away from him. What are you supposed to do in this situation? We think he handles it pretty well by heading straight for the grass, hitting the imaginary wall. This one is hard to explain. One minute, this guy is cruising down the cobblestone road. The next, the entire bike appears to stop and throw itself over with this guy on it. Faceplant. There's nothing more hilarious than a well-timed faceplant, especially when the victim walks away unscathed. Technically a tricycling fail. This future world tour has learned about one very important phenomenon: gravity. Somebody just needs to teach her how to bunny hop. Road slippery when wet. Just because you have fat bike tires doesn't mean your bike can conquer all terrain. For the most part, it does. But, as this cyclist learned, it cannot ride on water. Bomber. Why did the cyclist cross the road to faceplant on the curb on the other side? Luckily, a newscaster caught this less than graceful cyclist as he hit the pavement. We're pretty sure the station's ratings went up that day. Backwards helmets are in. Getting dressed in the morning can be difficult sometimes. Yes, even putting on your helmet correctly can be a struggle too. Hey, at least he's wearing a helmet. Safety first, fashion second. Training wheels and parallel parking. This little girl's drifting skills are intense. She needs to teach me how to do it. A different kind of bike throw. A man on a bike stops purse snatchers. How? With his bike. Helping hand. Friends don't let friends hit a rail without a spotter, but this attempt went bad for all parties involved. Hey, it would have been impressive if he stuck the landing, right? We bet the spotter shows up with a catcher's mask during his friend's next attempt. Mario Kart. We try to avoid including any serious cycling pileups, but this one was too good to pass up. Everyone knows you leave the banana peel on the corners, and Mario didn't disappoint everyone. Who knew a rind could wreak so much havoc? Miracle mattress saves the day. This man gets saved from a nasty crash by a falling mattress, or the mattress caused him to fall. We don't know. Crazy wind stopped Cape Town riders. The wind in Cape Town is so harsh, it stops their annual race. Watching people ride in headwinds is, apparently, quite awesome. Just stop right there. Nobody's going anywhere. Age is just numbers. It's not unusual for young motorcycle enthusiasts to flaunt their skills and wow people with their stunts. But for people on Facebook, an elderly rider's theatrics have blown their minds. Dressed from head to toe in white, this man was seen riding his two-wheeler without as much as touching the handle. In a video shared on a popular Facebook page, passers-by cheer loudly as the man zips past vehicles. His daredevil stunts were captured on camera by curious onlookers. Although the video has left people in splits, it goes without saying that it's dangerous to drive without a helmet, let alone doing such stunts. The biking world has matured as well as immature riders. And then we have stupid riders. Bikes and stupidity don't go hand in hand with each other. These so-called bikers are actually setting a good example about things you should not do while riding a bike. Also, they teach why riding with gear and helmet are so important. Do you have anything to add to this compilation? Please do share in the comments section below. Stay safe always, and don't forget to share this video. Thanks for watching, And see you again next time for another funny yet informative video from Best of Tens. Bye!